As you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, this has been a quick-start offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. Of course,
that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
43! 43! Let's go, baby.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. A first down carry for Barkley.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. Touchdown, Eagles! Romeo Doubs from 4 yards out. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Mixon will try the right side. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Again, it's Mixon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
His throw caught right around the 6. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now it's Fields. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They begin with a run by Barkley. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Moore, the man in motion. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
Yellow. Yellow, yellow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll come out in the pistol. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Mixon will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, still in the first half here, a long way to go. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. It's Barkley on the counter to about the 48-yard line.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hey, Ripley!
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd.
43!
They go play fake. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Moore, the man in motion. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 43. Hey, 57, 57, color. Attack, attack. 15, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Up the middle with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And back deep, Daxton Hill. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Justin Fields.
27 yards.
And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Yellow, yellow.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 54 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Given 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. They snap it to Fields. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Lutz good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Fields. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Fields on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Play fake, now Fields to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the
yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times I